of teachers do not start students playing in the first go, because classical teachers will teach you theory, they teach you ideas, they teach you posture first, they teach you the correct ways of holding the bow. But I'm assuming you're going to be diligent in your practice, you're going to be diligent in your exercises, you're going to be diligent about holding the violin and getting into position. So yes, so let's get started. So now I'm holding the bow this way. All right, I've wrapped my fingers around. So this is what I'm doing, and I've got my shoulder rest, and I think my violin is in tune. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so hopefully I'm in the frame. All right, so the first note string is E, right? Now as you see, I started from one end of this end of the bow and ended with the top end of the bow. This is very, very difficult in the initial part of your violin journey. So okay, but this is important for you to get a hang of the extent and the power it's needed to play the violin. Okay, then the second is A. So I purposely continued making the mistake because that is somehow what you're going to be sounding like. Okay, and in the violin it's very hard to play one string without playing another string for a very, very, very long time. Okay, so if you hit other strings, don't be afraid, because that's okay, that's all a part of learning. I've been learning not learning, but I've been playing the violin for so many years, but I still make mistakes. So don't be afraid of making mistakes, because that's what life is really, about making mistakes and learning from them. All right, so the third note is a D. Now, another thing I want to tell you is, just notice how my finger has moved up. Okay, so when I want to put pressure on the string and I want to play like a whole note, then I automatically move my finger up to put pressure on the bow. So really, you may not realize it, but your fingers here are really important in terms of the finally the last string is G. Now I don't know if you notice my wrist, so it's not your whole hand that will move. This is not going to be the part that's moving. It won't be the elbow, it's actually your wrist. Now the reason I'm doing this is also one of the exercises. You have to keep your wrist very supple. Okay, so I'm not doing this, I'm doing just your wrist. Okay, so let's try and learn the first song. Okay, the first song is the easiest song in the world. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star by Mozart. Okay, and in Suzuki violin that's probably the first, well, that is the first song that you learn. It's okay, I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna talk to you about it. It's open A, okay, open E. My fingers are here, okay, I'm not doing anything with my fingers. See, now there was a squeak there. Because I'm slowing myself down, there will be squeaks here and there. You have to be patient. All right. Now I'm playing an open E and open A, open E, open A, open A, open E. All right. So now if I want to start playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, that you remember these four fingers that are not doing much, but the thumb is holding the violin. I'm going to put one finger and two fingers. Okay, so one finger on the E string. Okay. Then open, which is open E. Then get your three fingers and put it on A. I should, yeah, hold on, I hope you can see. Right, so. Okay, so open A, that's the second string. One finger. 3 fingers on the A, second string. Second finger. Then if you want to play the second part of the song, open 3. Now what I did was that I was playing a ta 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 ta, that's a rhythm. Otherwise you would know the song as. However, when you are learning Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, especially when it comes to Suzuki method, they make you practice the styles and the variations of this simple song and understand rhythm and the violin and theory. So I would recommend going and picking up a Suzuki book number 1 and learning the variations, because I learned through Suzuki and it was fantastic because it really gives you a simplistic look at how to play the violin and how to even understand theory without really not sitting in for the classes of theory. But theory is also very important in terms of understanding. Do practice, because really in the violin, how you practice depends on how good you are. Another thing I do want to leave you with is when you hold the violin, the bow and the elbow should be close, like not close, but it shouldn't be like this. This is the wrong way to hold the violin, because it may seem easy right now, but when you start playing more, your elbow will kill you. So this is the way to hold the violin. Okay. That's a scale. And remember, practice, 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 practice makes perfect, of course, but patience with practice is really, really important. In school, I would play 1 hour in the morning and then 1 hour during the school time. So I would get about 2 hours a day of practice every single day from Monday to Friday. So that is how I became better and better and better with time. So I would never say it's about exams and it's about having a degree, because we played in Delhi Symphony without like serious amount of degrees. What matters is that you practice and you just keep playing, you keep working on your tones, working on different things that we're going to talk about in these lessons. All right, so till then, till the next lesson, bye bye.